Good morning, students. Earlier, we discussed in our previous video about the organs and the international agencies of United Nations. Today, we are going to discuss about the reforms of United Nations after the Cold War. So, in this part, we studied about basically the changes that occurred after the Cold War, and the changes were collapse of the Soviet Union. As we studied earlier in our second chapter, Soviet Union, it was disintegrated in the year 1991. So after the disintegration of Soviet Union, United States became the sole superpower. So the changes that occurred after the Cold War were, first one is the collapse of the Soviet Union. Second, the emergence of United States as strongest power. Third, relationship between Russia and US, it became much more cooperative. Fourth, China is fast emerging as a great power. India also growing rapidly. Many new countries joined United Nations as they become independent from Soviet Union. New sets of challenges confronts the world. The challenges like genocide, civil war, terrorism, environmental degradation, epidemic, etc. So these were the changes that occurred after the Cold War era, and we discussed it earlier in our previous chapters also. Now come to the United Nations reforms. The reforms that were initiated by United Nations Security Council. This is also we studied earlier. United Nations Security Council is an important organ of the United Nations. So reforms like organization structures and processes. In this, it basically deals with the functioning of the Security Council, United Nations Security Councils, and the second reform is issues to be brought within the jurisdiction of United Nations. So, in the year 1992, United Nations General Assembly adopted one resolution. This resolution reflected three complaints. The complaints like unrepresentative nature of Security Council, decision of Security Council reflects Western interests, lacks equitable representation. So, these were basically the three complaints in the resolution which were adopted by the United Nations General Assembly in the year 1992. Now the question is, how should new Security Council members be chosen? As we discussed it earlier, in the United Nations Security Council, there are 5 permanent members and 10 non-permanent members. The 10 non-permanent members, they keep on changing after every 2 years. So the question is, how a particular country can become a member in the United Nations Security Council. So some criteria was proposed to choose new Security Council members. Now what is the criteria? Criteria like a member should be a major economic power. It means the country that want to become a member of the United Nations Security Council should have a major economic power. The country should have particular major military power, substantial contributor to United Nations budget. It means that country particular contributes to the budget of the United Nations. Country should be large in the sense in terms of its population. A country that respects the democracy and human rights, and the country that would make council more representative of the world's diversity in terms of geography, economic systems and culture. So these are basically the criteria for a particular country to become a member of United Nations Security Council, and this is your 4-mark question. How a country can become a permanent member in United Nations Security Council. So this question is of your 4-mark question. Now next come to the jurisdiction of United Nations. Jurisdiction, in this let's see the steps that should be taken to make United Nations more relevant. So this is again your 4-mark question, how United Nations can become more relevant. So the points you will write in your answer like that: establishment of a peace building commission, establishment of human rights council, agreement to achieve the Millennium Development Goals, condemnation of terrorism in all its forms, United Nations Democracy Fund should be established. So we can make United Nations more relevant by establishing Peace Building Commission, by establishing Human Rights Council, by condemning the terrorism and agreement to achieve the Millennium Development Goals. So now goals. The goals like eradicate extreme hunger and poverty, achieve universal primary education, promote gender equality and empower women, to reduce the child mortality, to combat with the diseases like AIDS, malaria, to ensure environmental sustainability, to develop a global partnership for development. So in this question, how can we make United Nations more relevant? You have to add these points by adding establishment of Peace Building Commission, establishment of Human Rights Council, agreement to achieve the Millennium Development Goals, to condemn the terrorism and all its forms, by establishing the United Nations Democracy Fund. So this is again your 4-mark question, how United Nations can become more relevant, and this is also your 4-mark question, how a member can become a permanent member in the United Nations Security Council. These are your 4-mark questions. I hope this topic you understand it. Thank you.